Good morning, parceiros. It looks like Bitcoin is having another reality check. It's in moments like these that we question our beliefs. Is this really the future? Is that just euphoric optimism that created all of this massive valuation? In today's video, we're going to go over what we should be paying attention to in the blue chips. This is a breakdown of, I think, a overall portfolio strategy for the very volatile crypto markets. About a third in stablecoins, a third in blue chips, and a third in speculation moonshots. Now on this channel, you'll see quite a few videos coming out in that speculation moonshots area because it's a lot of fun, and it's also a great way to get rich very quickly, but also a great way to get broke very quickly. This type of speculation and moonshots is, I would have to say, gambling. And that's why I've installed a casino in my digital map of the metaverse that I've got going on here. We see Twitter is the town square down here. We've got gaming, finance, art, and data. And I'm going to add in a little casino there because a lot of this is pure gambling. And we're realizing that we're not early into a project, that we're actually being used as exit liquidity in a project. And so it's been a wild month in DeFi. In this video, I'm going to be walking through three projects that I have on my radar as an up-and-coming blue chip. So let's dive right into it. Roll the intro, roll the disclaimer. Let's go. First up, we have Aleph Zero. Their mainnet is live. This is a new type of blockchain, and I think this is still pretty early. It's just shy of $3 per token. It has massive development coming through, which I think is a large part of the valuation, those hype cycles that we ride as we grow our investments. They're really focused on becoming an enterprise solution. So they're privacy enhancing public blockchain with instant finality. They actually are able to process transactions at twice the speed as Solana. Now we saw last year, before summer, around springtime, there was a lot of talk about developers and programmers moving towards Solana to build on that blockchain. And we saw that massive rise in speculation from a couple bucks to over well over $100 very quickly because of that, because the programmers and the developers are the ones who are building these applications which allow us to realize that speculative value that we can only imagine without the actual code and the applications on top of it. So Aleph Zero is actually a DAG blockchain. Now this is a different type of blockchain that allows for some faster processing. You'll also know Hashgraph. Hedera Hashgraph was a very popular version of the Hashgraph. We've seen that get sponsorship from Google and Boeing and IBM, LG. A lot of the big players went into Hedera Hashgraph. But meanwhile, for the past 4 years, the Aleph Zero team has been working with the DAG version of a blockchain, and you can see why it's able to process a lot more transactions faster by distributing the network. So who's the team? And I think this is really who we're considering investing in, because a team is going to be able to pivot and be able to build value over the long term. And you'll see their team is full of PhDs. This is a team who are full of computer scientists and are able to kind of work out the issues that a lot of these blockchain developers need to overcome. So Aleph Zero compared to Hedera, here's some key stats. We're only about 500 million market cap for Aleph, whereas Hedera is over 4 billion. So a lot of room to grow there. There's also, I think, a long runway of speculation, which Solana has been through. Solana had its time in the sun. Aleph Zero really hasn't had its bull run yet. It's only on 2 exchanges, so you do have to go out to Gate and MXBC, create a new account in order to get this token. But doing that extra step, getting off of these mainstream centralized networks, is how you get into these tokens earlier than later. They've got massive developments coming through. I think as people realize the speculation of value coming onto this network, it has the potential to have its own massive run up. And at under $3 a token, I think it's worth at least having on the radar for one of these up and coming blue chip projects that isn't going anywhere. Okay, on to the next one. And this one I picked up from a random tweet. The VC who aped into Solana at 22 cents is saying Starknet is the future. I tend to listen to him. So Solana is notorious for being quite centralized at the moment with VC money, but with its technical issues, it's had a lot of downtime, and that's really taken away a lot of the luster and the appeal of that blockchain. And so it looks like a VC involved in that scene is calling for Starknet, which is a layer 2 on the Ethereum network as the next big thing right now. So as a layer 2, it solves the issue of Ethereum, which is a lot of gas fees and a lot of congestion on the network, and it allows very scalable, fast processing of transactions. And it does it through something called ZK Stark proofs or validity proofs, basically validating information at a micro scale and then allowing a more condensed version of information to enter into the Ethereum network. So who is this guy? Well, his name's Andy, and I actually took him out into the jungles of Medellin, into a waterfall, so I got to know him as a very ambitious young lad, digital entrepreneur. He actually went on to start DeFi Slate, which is providing DeFi education in that space. So he is plugged in, and when he makes a tweet like this, I pay attention. I put it on my radar. Okay, so let's move on to the third up-and-coming blue chip, which I think is Atom. Now, Atom is building for a multi-blockchain world where Aleph Zero and Hedera Hashgraph and Ethereum and Solana and Polkadot and Bitcoin all work together. So those are three up-and-coming projects that I'm keeping an eye on. I think these are longer-term holds, 3 to 5 years. You're going to start seeing a lot of value, a lot of core value in this next internet that is being built out. I think a lot of that value is going to end up in these ecosystems that you can own by owning the different tokens. So, and I think this is amazing, and it's very open source, and it's being created by a group called Tendermint. The issue that they've had, and their price has been around the $25 to $30 per token for a while now, is because they're quite open source, and competitors can actually just copy and paste and use their protocols in their own system. But they've been working on that, and I think this has been sitting on the sidelines watching Solana get its time in the sun. And I think with the amount of airdrops that are being received, and I've actually tripled the value of my bags in the Cosmos ecosystem because I was staking Atom and Osmo, and that made me eligible for new projects that were being built on this ecosystem. And airdrops are a new form of marketing from projects that are built in these different blockchains to incentivize the people who are already in the ecosystem to start using their new project. So a lot of airdrops coming through, that's a massive benefit, as well as some really advanced features and abilities that are being developed in the Cosmos ecosystem, such as liquidity, staking, and just the interoperability of various chains. Instead of creating a bunch of different bridges to go from Ethereum to Polygon to Solana to DOT, the Cosmos Hub uses a hub and spoke framework. So each chain is going through the hub, the same hub, and people in that ecosystem can stake tokens and become validators and delegators. So as a smaller holder in the Atom network, I'm a delegator where I've got a bag of tokens that I give to validators who validate the network, who process information on the network and get rewards and transaction fees for doing so. And therefore, I'm putting my code to work. And there's a lot of interesting projects in the ecosystem, like Akash, which is building out basically a decentralized Amazon Web Services. There's Persistence, there's Umi, there's DeFi, there's Marketplace, there's Osmosis. All of these things are coming in to the Cosmos network, and I think it's time for its time in the sun. If you want to take a deeper dive into the Cosmos ecosystem, I recommend checking out this video by Coin Bureau, Cosmos Complete Beginner's Guide and Top Projects. He walks you through how to actually set up your wallet, get involved, taking those deeper dives. Personally, my angle here, my area of focus is looking at how are we going to be making smarter contracts in this new environment, this new internet. What terms and conditions are we going to be accepting as we spend more and more time and we move and account for more and more of our global systems onto the new internet? What terms and conditions, what networks are we going to be using? Which databases are we going to be storing our value and our data and our identity and our content and our energy that we are exchanging across these networked databases? And that's why I'm building out this map. That's why I'm creating these videos to bring together people who want to make smarter contracts. We're doing that inside the Discord, freedomstackers.com. Check out the link in the description. Make sure to give this video a like. Leave a comment. What up-and-coming blue chips do you have your eyes on here? I'll see you guys in the next video.